Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Anno 1800. Now in the last few episodes, I've been attempting to fulfill all needs in every category for every tier of resident. And we've just completed the investors and the high life investors, and now the Skyline Tower, which has taken me nearly 10 episodes to get them all sorted. From top to bottom, the production chains are intact. That means that whether or not we're pulling up ore from some obscure mine or we're getting some odd ingredient or agricultural product from the New World, it's all accounted for. We should not be running a deficit, we should be fully satisfied. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the tourists and engineers, as they share a lot of their goods actually, so let's begin. So in between episodes, a little bit of time has passed. Didn't really do much in that time, but I wanted to feel out whether or not I was missing anything. Everything seems to be good. So the population is actually doing really well, 164,000, that's a new milestone for me. 250k in the balance positive, so the Skyline Tower is providing a lot of that money back to me now that we've actually fully met the demands of it. So that's awesome. We've also hit 1 billion again, so everything seems to be getting better. Like it's a rising tide is raising all boats as we send our boats around to deliver their various goods. We have some ruins, let's check where they are. It's actually a perfect segue because this is a shampoo factory. A chemical plant dealing with shampoo. So, the next things that we're actually going to be working on. So, just to go over this, right? We have every good in needs, we have every good in happiness, and we even have every good in delight and wealth. Although I did see Film Reel skip a beat just earlier, but we do make enough, it just might have been a trade route error. So, we can always catch those up, no problem. It's more about actually making the thing that's more important. Anyways, so with that all said and done, we also looked at the last episode at the top tier resident, so a tier 5 high life resident, and how they're getting on. So I wanted to check in between episodes if we made enough chewing gum, biscuits, cognac, typewriters, billiard tables, violins, and toys. And the answer is yes. A resounding yes, in fact. In fact, we actually make a little too much, specifically of the billiard table. So I was able to decommission one of the factories that was doing that, so this doesn't even need to be running. So now there's 2 factories kind of free that we can use later on should we wish to. What's this? Typewriters. Lacquer. Don't worry about that. This is being fixed and it's on the way, if I recall correctly. So I had to set up a trade route in between episodes, just delivering sand. We make enough sand, just need to actually deliver it. Should be on its way. And speaking of on its way, looks like Benty's on her way to drop some packages. She loves doing that. Possibly over at this island. Anyways, so that's all looking good. Investors, I'm confident to say that, at least in terms of production, we make enough. There's a chance that, you know, I forgot a ship or forgot to add a good in one of my trade routes. But other than that, everything seems good. We're done for the investors. So what's next? It's the tourists. Tourists I've chosen to go with because shampoo and some of their lifestyle needs are actually pretty tricky. Ice cream, mezcal, these are scaring me, these two. I thought they were going to be a little easier than I'd initially, well, thought. I looked into them and there's so much orchards needed. You need more sugar, you need more chocolate, you need more citrus. It's scary stuff because that's in short supply in the New World and you can't bring it in through Docklands, you just gotta do it, you know? So we'll get to that, but a great combination is the fact that the lifestyle of the engineers also shares these things. Ice cream, mezcal, shampoo. So it's kind of a bit of a 2-for-1. We'll get both of these done at the same time, hopefully. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, of course there's also then all the drugstores, all the shopping arcades that you're seeing around here, you know, our little shopping districts in these locations. They're all fully satisfied now, all making their various goods. We're actually making one of everything you can in the game, and sometimes more than that, so that's really nice. So feeling like we're ticking a few boxes and getting through it. So let's just get into it then. We're going to be working on the shampoo next. So let's begin. So to get shampoo, what we're going to have to do is get soap, coconut oil, and cinnamon. Right, so soap I think globally is fine. It is 46/42, and most of it's made in Crown Farms and delivered here. Malahide makes a little bit, which is an island in the old world, but we do actually collect it, I can just remember that. Now the next one is going to be coconut oil. Coconut oil we are just on the edge of, and the same for citrus, we're just barely doing it. And then we're also going to need cinnamon, right? So cinnamon's pretty short. We make 12 per minute, and we need 23 per minute. So we have to double the production. So my plan for how we're going to do this is a sort of not temporary solution, which is I'm going to be throwing down lots of orchards here. We have 726 free workforce Yonaleros ready to go. So we're just going to spam the crap out of orchards, get them to work, and hopefully things will be good. That's kind of the plan. But why I say it might be sort of temporary is I'd like to reorganize this island at some point in the future, but it's filling up fast. And there are other islands with some space available that we could throw down some orchards. Every orchard takes 35 workers. And a lot of the items that you use to boost them actually require more workers. So you might get more productivity, but you require a few more workers. So you could pop them down in places like this to get the extra workforce, but I'm just going to utilize the big workforce that we have up here already. That number is actually kind of falling right now. What are they missing?
What do you expect?
Don't know what they're... Oh, it's usually the mail that's coming in and out. That's what's happening. Okay, no problem. Anyway, so let's begin. So cinnamon. So we're just going to smash down a few of these orchards, and hopefully they'll do good for me. And if they need to move a little bit, no problem. Yeah, so I'll do a little bit more fine moving with these a bit later, but I just want to get them started. So cinnamon orchards are kind of weird because they actually require, the type of trees they require are camphor trees. Alright. So they have what they want. We can check the statistics now. And if these need to change, obviously we can just change their formula, no big deal, and then we're good to go. So let's just join you into your little buddy. Does this make sense? Yeah, you're not crossing path anywhere. I'm aware some of these are in the 90s, 95s, whatever. That's fine. I'll make it 100 later. It's just, you could be... I don't want to spend too long just, moving these things around. Just assume that they're all 100, because they will be. All right. The other thing I guess we could do is increase the the productivity of these guys, but I'd feel a bit bad doing that. Now, something else I'd written down was that copper is missing, and so is coal. So I might have to address that. So while these are ramping up, although they seem like they're ready to go, let's just quickly check on that. So coal, let's just type in Manola. Actually, coal is probably better, and then I can find it easier. So anything that goes to the New World, multi-regional, specialty coal. It does come in here eventually. Manola there. We've got many ships doing it. I wonder if it's globally just becoming a bit of a... like it's running out globally. I guess we could check that. I mean, I think I pull it in through Docklands thinking about it, so... not sure. It could also be the case that traffic is just getting too busy here. So maybe we'll just spam out a few more piers. Can't do one there. That should help things a little bit. There's plenty of free piers in there, actually. It's probably not the issue. I'm surprised about that then. I'm not really sure why coal was getting low. Let's check on copper again. New World to the Old World. We've got one ship doing it. And they're not carrying that much. So there's the issue. Alright, we'll go to Lusk. We'll find out why that is. I think we pulled that in again through Docklands, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. Well, copper levels globally are really low, I think. So that's probably why. Copper... oh, actually, surprisingly not. Surprisingly not. We've got 2 copper mines on swords that aren't actually operational right now. And the demand for copper is only 20. I thought it'd be like hundreds. It's surprisingly not that high. Alright, good. So we'll resume copper production here. We'll resume it over here as well. And we'll just get a ship to go... are you on? Yeah. We'll just get a ship to go pick these things up. Let me just check these again. So now we're making 25. It wasn't accounting for the fact that they could have been powered. So now we're actually producing enough. Sweet. That's great. Alright, so it isn't needed in Docklands then in that case. Crown Farms. Ah, so there must just be no trade route really doing this properly. So it's going from... the Arctic is bringing copper back to Lusk, and the New World is sending it away from Lusk. So we're not actually collecting it anywhere. There's your problem. Okay, cool. So let's go to Cape Trelawney. Crown Farms, where we know we produce some copper. Quite a big collection route on this thing. Let's get these 2. Anyone here? And then just bring it to the old world, bring it to Lusk. Everything comes to Lusk. All roads lead to Lusk. Cape to New World. Export. Might need multiple ships on this. I don't know. No, the numbers aren't that high. I don't think so. Okay, cool. So if that's the case, then that's good. I don't know if we get copper anywhere else. In Cape Trelawney, I mean. Let me just check that. So we make 8 here on this island. We make 8 if we check all the sessions, so that's fine. Okay, then for here we get Rush, Swords, and Lusk. So Rush and Swords are the places we need to collect from. Crater Root, Old World, Swords. Oh, sorry. Swords, Rush, and drop it down here. And you're just going to do all the same thing. We'll put the ship on first because everyone wants me to do that. Alright, there we go. And that's going to be just delivery copper. I think that's it. We'll see how that goes.
Presence of a virtuoso.
Oh yeah, we actually have him already. I'm currently researching an item. Oh, am I not? I thought I was. Maybe not. Let me just queue them up again in case I didn't do it. I wrote it down. Maybe I didn't actually commit to doing it. So one of the items I want is Generaro, this guy. So affects chocolate factory, fried plantain, and ice cream factories, producing extra sugar and rum. We actually do use him. But the fact that he affects ice cream factories is something I'm planning ahead for. The next one is Charlotte the Chocoholic. And she's going to produce extra sugar as well and boost productivity of, again, ice cream factories, which is what I want her for. And then the last one is the In-Basin Envoy. Affects the mezcal bar, perfume mixer, and a few other things. And he'll produce extra goods, so I just want to get him in there as well. Don't know if I'll actually use him. He has some other things that are quite strange, but I don't want to get distracted or bogged down, so let's leave it.
Overwhelmed today, don't you?
Yeah, they'll come back up now. That's just sometimes a little problem that happens. I think it's because they run out of something, and then their numbers fall, and then they lose control of the Iron Tower, and then that basically just collapses, so it's a staggered effect. I don't know what's the thing that they keep missing out on, though. I don't know. It keeps happening, but I'm like, I don't see you losing anything that would give you workforce. So why does the workforce come down? It might have been the shampoo? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, so that was a separate problem. That was a massive tangent. I'll have to check on that as well. But back here, we have the orchards now in place. That should be more than enough cinnamon. Let's check it out. So that's where we started this little ordeal. So 30 over 23, that's more than enough. We have the cinnamon ready to go. Are we delivering it? No, we're not. So new route, trade route, old world, Lusk, new world, Manola. Let's just click cinnamon. Just want to save the route there for a second. Something I need to check is what is the consumption of cinnamon in the old world? 19. Yeah, it's pretty high. Okay, good. Is there no, yeah, it doesn't seem like I've got any left. Wow, there's so many ships with stuff on them. Reefers, sorry. Alright, anyone will do then. Export cinnamon. Other way around. Almost made that mistake. Okay. Good. And we're off. Okay, so that should be cinnamon getting delivered down here, which should, in turn, just keep the... I mean, we're okay for a little while, but keep the shampoo flowing. And then some stuff actually requires cinnamon just to be directly fed up to swords, so that'll work out too. So shampoo actually needs to be delivered itself, and then we've got lemonade, which would be another problem. Coconut oil. So we're not making enough coconut oil, right? I gotta check on that. Nope. So we'll need a little bit more. So we make a little too much cinnamon and a little not too much coconut oil. So maybe just right now, for ease, we'll just switch one of these. And that should be the amount we need. So currently, my coconut oil is all down here. You can actually get 100% by building it on the beach. Interesting. Yeah, because I can make use of this beach. And there's stuff out here that we really don't need. Like, again, logs. This really is a waste. These should all just be brought in. And I think they actually are. Is that logs as well? Yeah. Storeroom's full. 2 on the island. Let's scope out where these are and get rid of them. There they are. Alright, good. So yeah, that extra space in future, we'll use it for more orchards and stuff. And maybe I'll do a time-lapse or something where I move these down and just make better use of the space. I feel like this far out away from the kind of more factory and hacienda area, it's probably going to be stuff like orchards. I don't really see a problem with that. And then we had, yeah, let's just get rid of a couple of these. Alright, because we're probably going to need more. Let's just stick this in here. Stick this in here as a replacement. Is that alright? Maybe one here. See how it all goes. So that's more coconut oil. I'm going to be a little annoying and just switch this back then. Alright, because the trees are already up and running. Okay, cool. Oh, alright, back to the old world. Let's see then. So that's fixing everything for shampoo. That is the soap, that's the coconut oil, and that's the cinnamon. I just need to triple check that we don't have a chemical plant out this way for that. I think these are all souvenirs. Yeah. So they're all good. Alright, so that's shampoo done. We need to actually deliver it, and I wrote down the amount. So we have a consumption rate of 11 tons per minute for lemonade, 14 tons per minute for shampoo, and then 30 tons per minute for souvenirs. So I feel like the lemon and the shampoo can be shared on a ship, 150, 150 each, totally fine. And then the souvenir ship needs to be its own thing. But that'll come from somewhere else anyway. Yeah, so this doesn't need to be souvenirs anymore. It needs to be lemonade, and then souvenirs are all going to come from Cape Trelawney. So this is all lemonade. More sugar, more citrus, salt, pepper. But let's just tackle that shampoo first. So, well, I can actually make the ship, I suppose, to do both right now. So there to there. Let's get anyone on it. Let's start off with the shampoo. And then go lemonade. I will call this delivery. I don't know, what would you call it? Champagne. Alright. So stick it as just old worlds and let it go. Now something interesting is a lot of those ships had stuff on them. There must be ships in other sessions that are just full of stuff. Maybe in the New World? Because when we were looking in the trade route menu, I saw quite a... Yeah, there we go. Saw quite a few handling lots of things. Yeah, just throw them overboard. Just free up the ships so we can use them in future. Can't do that, so just get rid of them that way. Alright, cool. And these ships can just make their way back up here, and we'll transfer any items we don't need on them. Just to make them blank ships to decide what we want to do with them. Alright, great. Things are looking good. So, artistas, you guys have fabulous hair. Do you need shampoo? Nope, but they do have souvenirs and jewelry. Oh, they actually want billiard tables. And champagne. Interesting. We've already sorted out those production chains. I know that they have enough. Oh, that's coming up now. New World. Oh, yeah. Manola Lifestyle Imports. There it is. How strange. Alright. Just to focus back up, we'll just continue on with the shampoo stuff. So, I've set up that route to now deliver the shampoo. So that we should start seeing it get delivered properly to... I just realized that route is a kind of an interesting one. because it's to go to tourists. There are also tourists here. So you both need it. Yep. That should fix things. I've only got tourists on 2 islands. I don't even remember why I did that, but there are tourists on this island. They'll always be here. It's just the way it is now. I'm just going to reduce this down a bit because we're lacking engineers. Until we give them their shampoo, then they're going to be back up. Super happy.
Analysis is positive.
They're just missing canned food, 16 per household, and then the shampoo is going to give them 5 per household, mezcal 5, ice cream 6. Yeah, the local mail situation is not good. It's a bit weird. I mean, maybe I could just fix local mail right now, because how hard can that be? Like, who are we not getting mail from? Could pop one somewhere in the middle here. And do we have what we need? We need aluminum profiles. So there's one there. Yeah, see, I guess I didn't leave any room in these places. And there's no way I'm removing a whole building. No way. There is a gap in between here, but it's a bit strange. It's kind of like a nice walkway between the two. Don't know if it really makes sense. Alright, let's just try to put one down this way. That should be quite a lot. There's none down this way at all either. What about next to Chinatown? No, it's crossing over the big postal service in the center. There's room actually on these the boardwalk thing here. Maybe right there would be. Oh no, won't fit there. Damn. How hard can it be? He said. Penty's dropping stuff on me. Yeah, let's just go there. So there's 2 up here. Could definitely fit one. I'll move these in future. It's just to get some, to stop this from fluctuating all the flipping time. Be nice just to put this down and get something for it. And the workers are so small. What is it, 50? 15. Wow, it's nothing. Nothing. I never even thought about that. I guess the tourists can have post boxes as well. Or as they say in America, mail boxes. And they say it just like that. There you go. Oh, that's a shame you can't put one there. Could put one at the town hall, actually. It makes sense. Okay, and then the scholars maybe could have one. Nice. And by the university, I suppose. That should be more than enough now, I feel like. But yeah, if we could get someone out here, it'd be nice. Something like that. Alright, let's check on post now. It would have been good to do that before I clicked it all, but... Local mail. I have no idea how to read these numbers. 200 over 80? I mean, well, I don't even know. What does that even mean? I'm guessing if this number is bigger than that number, it's okay, though. So, hopefully we're good. God, who made that system? So sorry, but it sucks. It's just different than the rest of the other game, and that's why I don't like it.
It's a
Inconsistent.
All
right, well, hopefully, anyway, that means that everyone's local mail desire will just stay fully met. You know, I would hope that. Is mail even in here? I feel like it's not. Of course not. All right, I was going to say, because you can't even set a reserve on it to say don't take. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, hey, we're up to 4,000 tourists. Looking good. You guys should be able to get well up here now and not have a problem. Because you have your shampoo. 105 tourists for each hotel. That's a good amount. That means demands are fully met now. It's just the lifestyle. They have perfume. Perfume is 26 per household, or per hotel room, if you want to think of it that way, and 17 per hotel room. Well, it's per hotel, I guess. 17 per hotel room. Wouldn't make sense. Per hotel. Does make sense. Alright.
How about a canapé?
Numbers are all coming up. Hey, 168,000? Fuck yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Getting pretty close now to 174. We're seeing more immediate results. Alright, so back down to the task at hand, which is... That should be shampoo done, right? We have enough soap globally, we've got enough coconut oil globally, and cinnamon. It's all getting delivered here. If they run out, it just means we need more ships, or something's wrong with the route. Next up is lemonade. Lemonade. And these three are definitely enough to do it. So, saltpeter, sugar, and citrus. Citrus is just something I'm going to work on right now. Saltpeter, I think we have to bring it in via the docks. We are bringing it in through Docklands, so that's good. Nice. Okay, well that's actually a problem solved. And sugar. Sugar is going to be a real big issue because I was already kind of at my limit for it. And we're just barely over the edge. And with the ice cream factories, it's going to go crazy. That's why I was hoping to put in those items that give me sugar back every few goods. But it's probably not going to be enough. We probably just need new sugar farms and plantations. So if I go back to the New World, all my sugar is made here. So this is all the sugar cane. And then I think this is like my insane sugar setup. So we have that guy that we're actually researching again right now here. Generaro Garibaldi, chocolatier by royal appointment. Productivity 50%, and extra goods, sugar every 4th cycle, and rum every 5th cycle. And there's a lot in here. In fact, there's even more sugar things that aren't even in range of it, because we've just used everything I can. They're also boosting chocolate like crazy too. So all food production 40%, workforce reduced. Maybe it's time to get rid of something like that and put in a further 10%. Because with Ferris you get that extra 10, and I might be desperate enough to need that. This guy affects fried plantain kitchens. Instead of fish oil, the building produces extra coca. So he's only affecting one thing. But these two are affecting all things. Okay. Don't tell me. He does give us some extra chocolate, which is nice. So in order for me to test that out, I could always just boost production by 10%, and then I would get a good feel for whether or not another item would solve this issue, or if it just needs a factory expansion. Now, looking at it, we got some glaring inefficiencies. Can you spot them? Because I can. We've got gaps here. There's no need to have the warehouses in the circle. So let's move these. Might have been necessary a while back, but no longer. You can totally fit one in there. Or move the existing one in or something like that. Yeah, so let's do this. And then you could go in here. Alright, that's 2 more. Remember, the look at this is sort of temporary. God, so much sugar. Look at it all. Dude, I'm like, I always say this when I'm dealing with the sugar in this game, but I'm like so addicted to sugar. It's insane. It's insane. Like, when I'm doing my recordings in between, I'm just snacking on like wine gums and stuff and just other things to give me like that little sugar boost just to get me through. It's tragic. It's tragic. All right. Something else I was doing just on a total tangent. This isn't saving for me. I don't know what's wrong. Do other people have bugs with this? Because it's definitely not saving. I put a lot of work actually into... Yeah, these ones have. So just recently... I'm just going to switch session. I can't stand that music. Real quick, I'll just head back. Okay. Yeah, just recently I made a bunch of stamps for various things while I was waiting on time to pass. So now I've got... Let's see if we can go to a blank island. Hey. Now I've got like... So inside industrial ornaments, you know, construction site large. Construction site large. What was that one? Huge. Sorry, huge. Then we've got large. We've got medium. Narrow. Got a construction site with kind of railways and stuff. A mining operation. So this fits onto... Like it adds onto a... If you've got a mine somewhere, this will add onto the side of it. Train station large. Medium size. Now I've got some city ornaments, a canal promenade. So a way to sit and walk alongside the canal. Chinatown. I just copied the Chinatown I had. The Fairground Attraction. The Investor Promenade, which you'll recognize from Swords. A restaurant and cafe sort of setup. A restaurant, cafe, and bar setup, so one of everything. The Tourist Plaza, so obviously the center tourism thing. If you want to build it out like mine, I thought that'd be good to save. And then some optimizations, the hunting cabins. But unfortunately, my New World ones keep deleting themselves. I don't know why. I wonder if it's because there's the same name on this one as there is in the Old World, and it's like overriding or something. Because it doesn't like you naming them the same. That could be it. It's not a big deal, but I did copy this like multiple times now. Anyways. So let's check on sugar. Or as they say in Ireland, shukra. Alright, 93 over 82. So that's a good 10 extra, but again, we might need even more. But maybe with the items now we'll get some more. So okay, let's just go back. Hopefully that's kind of done. I didn't actually check sugar cane. I think we had more than we needed sugar cane. Yeah, it's fine. And it's all on that island, so that's fine. Good. Great. Alrighty, we're making good progress. I feel like I'm going fairly quick on this one. 169. Hey, we're up to almost 170. Completely new milestone for me. So the plan was to get more citrus. So that's sugar sorted. Hopefully, for now anyway, until we need even more. And then it's saltpeter sorted as well. It's coming in through Docklands. Citrus. Global citrus. We're just shy of what we need. So let's head over to Manola and just slam down a few extra. Even just that one will be enough for now. I will definitely need to carve out a new area for it though. And there's even space over here, but that's getting quite close to the factory. There's space all here. There's space, of course, all up this plateau. Don't really know what I'm going to do with that yet. Seems good for farmland. And then there's all these now, so that takes up a lot of space. But there's also all these other islands we could collect it from. I'll probably start doing that with the next batches we need to make. What are you guys missing? Coal. I still don't really understand how that's happening. How do you guys... So you pick it up from Rush, you pick it up from Scaries, you drop it at Lusk, and then you pick it up again. Then you go to the Arctic. Oh, you're dropping it at the Arctic and then going to Manola? That's weird. Yeah. Maybe go back to Lusk and then go to Manola. I feel like every time you go to a session, you should go back to Lusk to get more. Because you're probably arriving with just nothing. That's why. So let's say this is Old World, and then you're dropping it at Lusk. Then you're going to the Arctic to give it its call. That's fine. Then you come back here and you pick up some more. Then you go to Manola to drop off. And remember, there's a lot of ships on this. I'm not saying this is efficient. I'm just trying to work out what's going on. Then you go to Manola and you drop it all off. And then you go to Swords and you pick some up. Get rid of that. That doesn't need to be there. You're not picking up coal from Swords anymore. So that should make things a little better. So once you're done in Manola, you're coming back to where? Rush, Scaries, Lusk, and going back around the Horn. Bit of a waste going to Rush and Scaries, I would say. Just go to the major places. Lusk, pick your stuff up, drop it in the Arctic, go to Lusk, drop it in Manola. Is that really it? Does nowhere else need coal? Well, this place is getting coal from a separate route. So yeah, let's just streamline it like this. So that's just a back and forth and a back and forth. You could do that with two routes really, but yeah. Let's just see how that goes. Should quicken things up.
We used up everything we had. Except
Yeah, they've stopped now completely because there's no coal. So there's no aluminum profiles, which means there's no fans. Alright, well anyway, at least I think I've identified the problem. And we're bringing it in through Docklands, so it shouldn't be an issue. And there's plenty of ships on it. Let's just transfer these items away.
cargo stations.
Alright. Okay. Alright, let's focus up again. Lemonade.
I dealt with this myself. The reality of it hit you?
Citrus and lemonade. That should be done now because citrus comes here automatically. I'll just check the citrus route that goes to the old world. New world to old world, exporting citrus. There we go. It's just one ship doing it. Hopefully that's enough. If not, we can throw another on it. In fact, I want to get a few more reefers on the go. And maybe just for funsies, we should set up a new soccer event. It's been a while. You want your ice cream, your perfume, your mezcal, and felt. You've got everything. You're a little tight on the mezcal, so maybe just stop drinking for a bit. Alright, good. So that'll happen automatically. Workforce is pretty good and healthy. I'm not seeing many like full symbols or problems. This would be one here, but not too bad. Just the one. Now there's two. I feel like as well, I don't know if I ever solved it. Cotton? Wasn't that a problem before? No, that's good. Alright. We're looking damn good. Also, people had asked me, they weren't sure if the resin solved that issue before. We do have enough resin now. It's all being made in one place. I added just these 3 behind the tourists, which we saw on screen. But I never checked the statistics, but it is all working. I love this town. It feels like it always rains on Rush. Or at least when I'm looking at it, it often does. Beautiful town. Just with all the old world textures and stuff. God, I love the look of the game. It's still so good looking. It makes me fearful for how good the next one could look. I don't think you can... It doesn't need to look any better. But even with just like some lighting and optimization improvements, whew, that would be pretty nice. Texture work I don't think needs a change. Just optimize what you've got now because it's really high res. Like it's super, super high res. Anyways. So, let's check on these guys then. So that's that. We are delivering the lemonade. Yep, lemonade's here already. So souvenirs, that's the next big thing to tackle. So souvenir production is a tricky one. And that's going to be done largely out here. And it's been done in these areas. Now, I don't know if I think for something that's going to have a lot, it's probably going to require having its own trade union. So let's just put it down and assume that that's going to be the case. Man, that's rough. You can't even have, like... Yeah. Alright, give me a blank area to work with this somewhere out here. Yeah, it actually just can't reach those corner ones. These would have to come forward. How did I do it in the old world? How the hell did I do that? That looks pretty good. You know what? Let's stamp it. Stamp of approval. I'll just close this category. Actually, we'll put it into optimizations. So you open this, you get your stamp tool, look at what you want. We'll call this one... Don't know if I have a good object for it. But chemical plant. Obviously, you could use one of these, but it's more than that. Let's just do this symbol. It's a good symbol. I don't think that symbol is used anywhere else in the game. But there it is. So we'll call this chemical plants. Okay. So hop over to this place. I'm hoping I have the materials for all this. And there we go. Alright, so all our chemical plants are in place. We just need to change them all now to say that they're doing souvenirs. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. Oh, cool. Alright, souvenirs selected. And we just need to put in the warehouses as well. It's going to put a strain on glass production, which I feel like was already pretty rough. So we're going to need even more sand and even more glass. Alright, just 3 more to go. Sorry that I have to do these one at a time. I suppose I could have just looked at the layout and built one and copy and pasted it, but we're here now. We'll see it all the way through. Alright, so there we go. So that's all souvenirs now. So the items that we need, don't know if I've got any. There's one right there. Oh, that's orchards. Chemical plants. All chemical plants. By the way, I noticed something. People have called me out on this, and I don't mind if I'm wrong or anything, that's fine. But when I look at chemical plants, and I search all chemical plants, unknown items, we get 4 items. Just 4. Yeah? Affect all chemical plants. If I search chemical plant, film reel, we get 1 billion items. Loads. If I search chemical plant, souvenirs, we get a little bit more than was there before. You see? So that's an interesting thing. People were like, just search all. You know, it shows you all. And I'm like, well, no, it doesn't. Sometimes the specific thing shows you something. It's like this is saying this works with all chemical plants. But this works for just a few.
This city is a magnet for genius.
So like I always understood that, but people, maybe I'm misreading the comments, but people are saying like if you just search all, like all production chains, all production buildings, or you search, people did mention all chemical plants, you'll see the items for everything. But no, you don't. You just see them if the item can work with everything. But if it only works with, say, shampoo, it doesn't get included. Anyway. So, let's hop over to the old world. I feel like I did get some chemical plant items here before. And I just forgot to put them in the thing. So trade union, let's see if we can spot them. Chemical plant shampoo, souvenirs. So souvenirs, workforce needed, but productivity goes up. Extra good, saltpeter, tallow, and dynamite. See, unfortunately searching in this thing doesn't actually... Okay, the best way to do this then would be to just click that one in as well. It's just a search within swords. Items that affect chemical plants. So chemical plant souvenir, I mean that's ultimately what I'm looking for. So this would be one that we just looked at and I just moved it, right? So that's done. I thought we just saw another one a second ago. Shared storage, there it is. Yeah. So that's the only 2, and then this thing is, I have this somewhere else. So all production buildings would be another thing that should affect even chemical plants, right? You would think. So do we have anything here? Workforce is reduced 20%. Again, you could go with another Ferris, I suppose, or something like that. Ferris is going to lower workforce 10%. This guy is pretty good, though. Just give me 25 and lower me 25. I suppose I will check and see what we need. So there we are. So productivity 20%, but workforce 20%. And what workforce are we using? Engineers. 1651. That number's not changing. Am I... This isn't even powered, actually, thinking about it.
We'll have it back soon enough.
Dude, I can't even see my power plants. I'm looking at the train line. Goes in there. Oh, wow. Oh, crap. These aren't even powered. I didn't even notice that. Did that in the previous episode. Alright, let's clean this place up then. So, the tallow is gone. Like, do these really need to be powered? Maybe. Damn, this would be great if I could just build a road in between them. Oh, actually I can. Something like that is fine for now. Let's just pop this over this way, bring that in as well. Okay, so I can move this all down now. Probably move it over, actually, thinking about it, seeing as the power is more to the left. Something like that. Alright. Do you have your power now? Almost. So it's coming from here, straight up, and then going in. Is power really that short? I guess so. I don't know if this would make any difference. Kind of. I mean, it does hit that one, but these don't get it. They would need their own sort of power source. Alright,
Look sharp, the governor's here.
bear with me. I need to move these things closer. They need power, and I don't want to build another power station just yet. So let me just get rid of all this road and stuff. These are a lot less important than chemical plants. They can just, you know, the workforce requirement is so much less. So that's fuel for these tractor barns and stuff. Fair enough. Alright, let's bring this down again. I don't know what got destroyed. Oh, the, oh no, does the trade union not fit in here? Oh yeah, it's just like a pixel off. Okay, gotta bring it up again then, I guess. Ugh. It's nice to have a move tool though, I'm not gonna complain. I think it was just the one pixel. Please be that way. Yes. Alright, good. So, this says it affects... Oh, it doesn't affect souvenirs. That's why it didn't have that effect. Alright, fair enough. I was wondering why it didn't touch the workforce at all. So this one affects souvenirs. Productivity 20%, workforce 15. Could have a wall going that way. If you wanted to keep the aesthetic in future. So let's just get rid of some of these things that were hanging about. And where does power end now? So it does hit that factory, but it does end right after that. So that's basically it. Okay. So that gives us a little bit of space to work with. Maybe you guys can get in here. What the hell will I be destroying by placing it there? Okay. I mean, there's power all the way out here, but these are in different things. But maybe just in the line along here, actually, the bread would make more sense there. So let's do that. Or the, actually the windmills. Something like that. Alright. Alright, let me just check how that's doing then. Flour is still way over what it needs to be, so we can probably get rid of even a couple of those now that they're powered on. They weren't actually powered before, so that was my big mistake. Let's bring this back over. Again, this is all subject to getting a nice big overhaul once everything's sort of in place. So let's just call it quits on a few of these buildings that don't really matter. And then just put the bakeries back in, and then we should be good. So bakeries can just come in here as well, why the hell not? Give them their own little section.
listen.
Alrighty, just bear with me just 1 second. My cat is begging to get outside. Alrighty, she's out. Okay, so what were we even here for? Souvenirs, that's what it was. So something that affects maybe all production buildings. Let's just type in chemical plant souvenirs. Anything that will affect these guys. Nope, nothing here. All production buildings. So does this affect it? Chance of fire, negative 40%. Let's see. It actually doesn't. Ah. Well, that's a complete waste then. And I actually have that over in the old world as well. That doesn't seem to actually affect these things. I think I do remember people telling me that. It's like all production buildings doesn't get affected by that. Sorry about the music. Come on. The one thing I always wanted this game to have that it never got was a music player. Just so you can click next on the next track. Stellaris and a few other games have it. Alright. So I'm being really, really bad and slow with this. But let's just check again. Souvenirs. Nothing here. All items. So it's that item, and then this one. That's the one we just put in, right? Re-rendering. So the one I didn't put in was double redundancy. Workforce needed 30%, but productivity goes up 50. We have it in Marbella, just sitting there apparently. Okay. Take that as well. Why not? Alright, so give it a minute and we should be able to pop them in. Then we'll check the statistics and see how we're doing for souvenirs. And then we gotta actually make sure we're making enough cotton, camphor, and glass to sustain all this. I'm hoping this section will be enough to do it all. That's the plan at least. Alright, hopefully that's enough time. Let's see where we're at. There's our subordinate. Gives us back a little bit of our workforce. And there's the other one. 50% workforce, 30%. So we're down to 600 engineers here. Requires 145 in each one. Ah, the subordinate doesn't affect it. Damn it. Damn that DLC. I really didn't want you messing with it. Alright, let's check out... Excuse me, let's check how we're doing. Oh my god, we're way over. So that's good. That's great. 54 over 30. So we can power a few of these down, use them for something else in the future, or put another item in there that affects a different type of one.
No.
Let's try powering up 3. That might be a bit too much. No, surprisingly not. 38 over 30. Still enough. That's great. Just pause that one as well and check now. 32 over 30. Perfect. That's where I like it. Alright, so that's 4 factories redundant that we can use in the future. Alright, and room for more. Good. Don't know what we'd use them for, considering we've just... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Something, I'm sure. Oh, what a journey. Okay, so... Souvenirs. They just need to... I think we already have the route set up. From Cape to the Old World. Exporting souvenirs. Going straight to Lusk. Perfect. Some of that goes to Manola. Some of it goes straight to... Swords. As we'd expect. However, it also needs to go to... Rush. So there's tourists there. And that should be that done. Oh, it's not done. We got to check the base ingredients, don't we? So let's just check globally for glass now. 111 under 114. Close. Not bad. I thought it'd be a bit worse than that. We actually make a bunch of glass down here. Unfortunately, there is just no more room to squeeze more in there.
Welcome to the manufacturing.
Yeah, there's just no more. However, we do make things down here. And what is this? This is just regular spectacles, isn't it? Do you affect glass by any chance? All arms producing multi-factories. Spectacle factory, jewelries, clockmakers. Spectacle factory and spectacle factory. So, not seeing anything I can use in there. But we could just add maybe a couple more. Get the extra power from this area. Some of this glass will feed into the buildings in front of them.
Everything's rather fragile.
And at the end of the day, they just require sand and then artisans. Let's try to get rid of 2. What about now? 119 under 114, so that's actually good. And then I'm bringing in sand through Docklands, actually, as well as that island that we're constantly pulling things from. So this will probably need to go to about 400 now. And I'll see how that kind of gets us going.
Particular materials.
Just one other thing with the glass is, why is it grayed out in certain places? Crown Farms, 0%. It's all done in Crown Farms. Some of it's in the glass makers, some of it's in the spectacle factories. Oh, so we do get glass as a byproduct. Oh yeah, produces extra goods glass. That's nice. So when spectacles were full, oh, they weren't producing. So this guy is selling this. Tell you what, pick up spectacles. This is a route where I'm burning things to keep production flowing, so I'll just do that. And it's temporary, I know I'll get rid of it eventually, but... Alright, cool. So that does fix that. So that's glass fixed. Next one, let's do camphor next, it's a bit easier. $63 under $69. And I'm guessing we obviously deliver camphor out here. Cape, yep, camphor import. One ship is doing it. Totally good. Alright, we just need to make sure we're making more of it in the New World somewhere. We have 458, okay. Now, if we have a look. Citrus is, I think, the dominant out here. No, there's camphor right there. Just wondering, can I make use of... You know, it's already on this island. It'd be nice to squeeze in a bit more. Oh, there's a little area right there. Don't know if that's a bit illegal to do that. It should be okay.
Hola.
It looks like it can reach. Okay. That's one more camphor grove. Every little helps. There's still some kind of gaps around that side. I mean, 70% is better than nothing, but I'd like to just always try to look for places first where we do have more. There's also room out this way. It would be tempting to see if you could just get rid of stuff like this completely. And then we do have the other islands to go collect from too. There's citrus on this one. This island doesn't really have the workforce anymore. And this one, we just set up extra camphor groves out here. So again, just sticking another one in on the side here maybe. Could be helpful. And then we'll just wait for that to grow, and then we could check the rates. I think 2 more would be enough. We were only just slightly under it, weren't we? Alright, let me check now. 67 under 69, so maybe one more. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a space optimization on this one. Again. Especially for all the orchards. I don't think I can save that much space, but maybe we can squeeze 1 or 2 more in. Alright, so that should be enough for camphor, and camphor, the routes are already all set up. The volume is pretty high, so I'm thinking it probably will need another ship at some point, but that should mean that souvenirs are good. Let's check cotton. That's the last thing. Cotton. Yeah, so we're at 95 under 102. Some of it's made on Marbella, and the rest is on Manola. Well, we have room for more. Barely, but we do. Out this way. That's 246. So they have 30 modules over. Thinking you could put down a warehouse here. Alright, let me see. It's 214 for 216. Just do that and that. And then for this one, just bring it back up. So we can maybe have another few plantations here. From memory, I believe I can have one more tractor barn up here, and then it's like 2 more for the other one. By the way, it did seem to sort itself out with that, so that was good. So let's try that. So like I said, I think just 1 more is probably all we can manage. All right. So 216. That's 216 right there.
Your people are starting to get sick.
Wow, that was a quick delivery of fertilizer. Holy crap. And you can actually see it there. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could actually see it. That drum thing appeared just now, didn't it? I think so. Let me just check. If I just threw... maybe it's there already. I don't know. Well, I'm going to believe it appeared. Our people are starting to get sick. I don't believe it. Right. That should be actually... Even that amount of cotton should be good. It'll take a while for it to get its fuel, because it's like last on the chain out of 20. Let's try this. I don't know if we'll ever use that mine, but it's there in case we do need the minerals. Alright, time is sped up. I'm hoping that'll be everything. The boost would need to be 4 tons per minute extra. And the fact that... Yeah, I mean, if it's not, we could just put down a regular farm with fertilizer, no tractor on it.
Renowned personage has arrived.
Because I'm out of tractor fuel or whatever. Although at this rate, that place probably could get to it. Yeah, it could. So technically I could do it. Okay, we'll do it. Just screw it. So what are we at? Requires adjacency to building.
The land has to be prepared.
We can prepare the land, don't worry. Alright, let's see what we can get rid of. 215 to 216. Pretty close. Alright, my hope is that, yeah, again, it works itself out. That means that I think, by memory, there should be 1 extra field left that can be supplied with a tractor. Which means this could come up, because it doesn't need to be that far down. I thought, like, oh yeah. Plus, I don't think I even realized when I was building it, it's all a cliff here. There's no need to be that far down. So yeah, we'll bring it back up. And it could supply a few more things. Maybe I'd have another one then in here, and that could be the last one. It's crazy the amount that's there. It's just like... There's so much. Oh yeah, there's the fertilizer dude. You can see because it's a different type of tractor. It's got the same thing on its back. That's kind of cool. Whereas the regular ones just look like that. They're pulling stuff along, right? That's cool. Even different types of tractor. So, I think that's going to be pretty much it for this episode. So basically, what's been achieved, it did take a while. These were tough ones to do. The chemical plants was pretty tough. The only thing left I'm really scared of is going to be the scooter, because I think it's going to need more motors and things. I'm just hoping we have enough. I don't dare not even check it.
Truly a pacifist's paradise.
But yeah, it's going to take a while, but those souvenirs should get delivered. And then it's just the, yeah, it's going to be mezcal, ice cream. Actually, they are difficult too. But I've been preparing for it, so I think I know what to expect. Sugar and, well, let's just check really quickly in the New World. I think sugar was my big fear for it. Oh yeah, citrus. Needing more and more orchard space all the time. So sugar and citrus, and then the ice cream needs more citrus, chocolate, and like which obviously requires sugar. How much chocolate do I make now? Oh, that's good. I actually make a decent amount more than I need. Hopefully we can survive off that. And we've got loads of milk. Milk is like crazy. So it's really just the citrus. Okay, it's actually maybe not as bad as I was worried about. It's the citrus problem. The herbs, we've got lots of space for more herbs out here. Is this it? Oh no, sorry, it's on this island. Yeah. So we're going to use 2, and there's lots of workforce and stuff for more. Happy to announce the thing. Cool. You can have your beer again. I don't know why that was paused, but you can have your mezcal and your beer. The football is back on. The World Championship.
Here's a trophy to outshine all precious jewels. A hard-earned
Event completed? Oh, right. I thought it was just starting. Hey, there we go. Good thing to end on. Another 150 influence. Closing ceremony celebrations. Increased visits 100%. Festival attractiveness. Festival. Alright, feeling good. I actually think we are churning through these things. This is the one that's got me a little scared because it's so many more base products. I'll probably look at it in between episodes to see, do we make any excess motors? A tiny bit. But how much scooters do we need? Well, we'll have to find that out in the future. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for bearing with me through all of this trade route madness and production chain madness. But I do feel it very satisfying to see these numbers now all coming up. It's like it's all starting to pay off. What just happened? I don't know what just happened, but anyway, I thought that maybe we hit a new milestone, but no. But yeah, that's a good payoff for me. And yeah, just wanted to mention as well, I'm also hopefully going to start streaming Anno soon. Going to be starting up a brand new campaign just for streams. That should be fun, and we'll do it with all the DLC on. If you have any suggestions or you think it should be modded, let me know. I'll mention this earlier in one of the next future episodes so people have a bit more of a chance to see it in case they don't make it to the end of episodes sometimes.
There's no one that isn't looking up to me now.
And that's going to have to be it. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Consider liking it if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and if you want to support even further, consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get early access to my videos, ad-free, and also access to my Discord, where we've just set up a new Valheim and Satisfactory server for people to play on. Hopefully we can grow a community and add more games and perks in the future. Either way, I appreciate people just watching this far into the video. Thank you.